Mm, wherever the vultures meet, wherever the vultures meet. That's where somebody is. These vultures could even be I'm just getting warmed up, y'all. I just woke up from a little nap. I forgot I had a whole bunch of bags of clothes that was somebody just was trying to get rid of them out of the house and the car. When I'm kind of slowly going through them cards, gonna have to wash them or go through them and throw some out or whatever. Um, but these vultures could be these also these mothers. I think the vulture represents mother in Egyptian. I think it's the vulture. It's one of those dirty birds that represent the mother. This could be also the Queen of Pentacles energy in Egyptian terminology. The buzzard or the one of them birds. But yeah, these are more than likely these women that was connected to this Billy Epstein splice person, this feather or whatever this is that shares the DNA strand, which would make me the oldest child, not none of these people that they representing or that they're bringing in. If these people join some kind of gang in the back end and they're not even connected to the government no more, they're off the grid. They shouldn't even be represented, or their cases shouldn't even be brought up into the government because whatever these people were doing, I'm picking up that it was doing some gang shit, and they didn't gang bang their way to Washington D.C. to steal. And you're not getting any of my fucking money from any of the fathers, and any of the mothers. Any of the mothers are not getting the money. Or any of the fathers or any of the DNA strands that I'm connected to. I hear that these people's families are already straight. Whatever would be left or whatever is left of me is going to come to me, even if it come back out of the family's pocket. So I don't trust these people wearing these disguises, disguising themselves, talking about stop the steal. Plus, there's something here where I don't know. We got, hold on one second. So it's like if the man is dead or something like this, the family or the last person or the child of that person don't have to release nothing to these people. What you gonna do to Epstein? Dig him up and put him back in jail? I don't know. I don't trust it. I mean, I don't. It's just what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. You know, it's like it's done. It's done. I've never heard of anybody doing anything like that. It ain't like he killed some fucking kids. It just doesn't make no sense to me. It's just these people over here. Why Washington D.C. is in reverse is just showing what's going on here. Is some of these agencies, not the FBI, they too deep into something, but these other agencies that's supposed to come in on I don't know if they're international agencies that's supposed to come in and check or swarm the government if there's anything this shady that shows up. That's the way I look at it. It's almost like they're trying to be the fall guy for something, and somebody's promising these people like, oh, you'll be in, they're like stealing something from me or other people, and then they're like promising like these are not the people that choose who live or die, who go into Hollywood, who can't, who get contracts. See, that's why I feel like Even when it comes to my body, they convince these people to leave me behind because I would be the only one in the future that would be in that position. But they thought they could handle that position, and they let people in that ate them alive by by refusing the Messiah or the clean version that would be at the top to make sure that at least up here clean shit is gonna be clean. You getting a new chance to make something clean or fresh or something like this. There's no schooling or no training. It just is. It's it's kind of like the line being blurred between the royals, um, maybe even the ones that are also bred or have long lineages here, like temperance energies, male and female, or they're both foreign and they're both autochthonous. It's something like this. I mean, this could be a raw and Sekhmet energy, but it's really not. It's Sekhmet saying like, "Oh, y'all tried this before to put me to bed or something like this when it's my turn to get what belonged to me or my harvest," and that's not happening this time because this Sekhmet is older than all of them. So it's really the God energy or the American God energy. So it's really America, really. So they wait, they pick off stuff off of this channel and they use it, stealing intellectual property. It's illegal to go ahead and finish up some of the pieces that they have to go find things that they need by keeping me restricted and keeping me out of a position that belongs to me. And none of they're all illegitimate. You can go to school as much as you want to. The position I'm talking about, you can never take it or you cannot have it. So again, if like I told you, if this father was a Rolling Stone, these are the people that's look back and now you a pillar of salt, trying to get into my business or trying to get things that will still be caught up in the system when it does come to the government or higher. Um, that again, when people have went Moorish or given up their sent their living birth certificate back and they rejected themselves as a citizen, why are you don't even get to use these things anymore. They swear I'm dead, but then that means all these people got to go to jail for murder for trying to steal all my inheritances for themselves, which my inheritance is America's inheritance, and so you stealing from America. So why do you want to live here? Why do you want to be a citizen? I wouldn't understand that. Again, if they snatched up to take this husband or this spouse into something like Islam, that would be treason, and so that person wouldn't be able to reach back and get nothing from what me and him created here as well as so-called Christians in that particular type of marriage. Um, Even if it was a Vatican marriage or not, the person would not be able to reach back because you defaulted or you left or you was one of the silly people that got led away from home or away from the base. So that would be like somebody waking up as the only person that's clean, or somebody that's waking up like a Daenerys, the only one that survived the fire, and they're the only one up from the ashes. Is how I kind of look at it. So it's kind of annoying when I've been hearing these little swarm people or these bees coming for the queen bee. It don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense. Now whoever this Billy energy or whatever this is, um, this could also be something I told you. Why we picking up so much on Florida with some type of there's some discrepancy here about Mordecai, who is the uncle, who is the father, who is whatever this is. Mm, but there's a twist here. God did something different this time. I mean, there would have to be corruption. If somebody has all these strands and they're at this age and they haven't gotten one inheritance and all of the work that could have been done with this person behind the scenes or in the dark, which these things would be set up and waiting for this person. And there's nobody that reaches out and say, hey, okay, we know you're one of these particular people, here's the information, or unless they gave it to the wrong person out of favoritism or because of this gang motive or this gang mentality that some of these people have had when it comes to um breaking the government or whatever it is that they feel like they've done. um in order to sneak back in without becoming citizens or getting these jobs without signing back up or becoming these are people are out of wedlock, meaning they're out of a connection with God, they're out of a connection with the government. They could be across America, but again, that's still that off the grid energy. Okay. It's still that off the grid energy. Like they're creating their own systems, their heathen systems, their pagan systems. So why are you asking for that? It doesn't make any sense. It like somebody got to say no at some point in time, because now you're just humiliating the nation on a massive scale or level. And these are the people that were doing these things under the guise of Epstein or whatever it is, whoever it would be. So I'm gonna do one more roll of these. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna do one more roll of these Sesame Street cards or whatever. Somebody could be mad or whatever, but like, dude, if I'm the type of energy that I have to speak it. Like, what do you mean? Okay, so you're foreign here. You're not supposed to be dealing with or having access to any files, and you're trying to use this to harm a law-abiding so-called American citizen or just America in general. Like, what are you doing? All right, I just need to make room. Okay. They talk about this in the sealed portion about feminine energies that they try to get. They try to like hold them down or drag them down low so they can get mixed up with the rest of the women in the rat race, or that's going to be whored out or something like this by something. I don't know. Somebody doing this shit on purpose is illegal. But again, if you can't drown a person, you can't burn the person. If somebody is earth, air, fire, water, no, what you gonna do? Just ignore them? I'm thinking somebody came up with a silly plan like that. Just ignore the person, and then everything will go away or something like this. I mean, this would just be the same thing as like a mob boss that's in a mob, but he keep his daughter way away from anything like that. And then she grows up. She knows that her dad. Well, in your case or my case, you may not have known that somebody was into some extracurricular activities, but these people sure did. Okay. This is like at that time, even people maybe still feared God and they knew not to go there. But these people are very bold and brazen. They feel like they can do whatever they want because they got the money. But we already know in the Bible it says that your money is not going to matter in that sense when you come messing around with something. So let's find out what that's talking about. A lot of these people are in the tarot community speaking of this under the guise of, oh, I'm a seer, but they're actually incorporated with these types of things. And it's kind of like the weight of their consciousness, if they couldn't get on here and blab about it, if they ever had some type of soul in the first place, this is a way to talk about it. It's not me, but you see, but this is what they are doing. This is like a stupid man or a stupid brother, a stupid man that allows some women or his love for women or something to corrupt something, and before they found out, I think it just was too late. There could be also jealousy of the woman, or like I said, the world card energy, or whoever did not have to do the same thing as these other people did. That's why they could be trying to come at me some kind of way, because I was protected as a world card energy, the apple of God's eye. And then also this person, even if this was a Lucifer energy or a brother or a father that went against me, or a feather or something like this who I share a DNA strand with, they did not go there, or they did things in the dark or something with these particular people, or the person was like really keeping the code, but the people that were working for them in order to build up a rap sheet about embarrassing or humiliating instances, knowing that somebody was going to inherit a kingdom or many different kingdoms, or many different, or be crowned in many different realms. They could have been doing like grimy shit, unalivings, things like this, manipulating energy, also doing something to the children, things like this, having children secretly go against their parents, things like this. Yeah, the police in reverse. This could also have something to do with the bus stop here. I was thinking about bus stops as like portals, or I don't know what, I was looking at some bus stops weird the other day as like markers for something. But this could also have something to do with I think I had to call the police on the first day of school. It was like the first day, first week, first month of school. Um I don't know. I think I don't know if the first day ever when I moved to Kenosha, but maybe it's like they were in the I can't remember what grade the twins were in. It might have been like the year after the first year, or it was actually the first week or the first month that they ever went to that school. Um it's making me think about the bus stop here. Because one of my twins didn't get off the bus, and I went into panic mode, freak mode. This could also have something to do with like getting my adrenaline up, or adrenochrome in that matter. Like, remember I told y'all what they do to animals? What they do to animals, what they do to animals is it's also binding lower frequency gang activity, or these terrorist groups, or these jihad groups and stuff like this, to certain bloodlines here. Okay. But I just remember that so these people could have been doing anything, but even if I said that these people were inseminating me with other women's children, to give me the thought of that I can have my own whatever they were doing, okay, to mix DNA, to whatever, to hold me back, right? Something could have already happened with the main dynamic of the family, and to hold me back, they could have just gave me other people's children. I don't know what they were doing, okay, but um it's like, well, if these children wasn't mine or my spouse's, or if they wasn't either or something like this, why would they be able to take something from me? It kind of doesn't make any sense for my legacy to go to these particular people. Um Now, anyways, one of the twins got off the bus, and then the bus left, and I'm like, "What the? Where's your sister?" She's like, "I don't know." And they were little, and so I'm like, "What the?" And then so I start panicking. I think I called the school bus. They were like, "Oh, we don't know, such and such and such." I might have had to call the police. I don't remember. Okay, but maybe like after going up to the school, doing all these things or whatever like this, maybe like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours later, the child was brought back by the bus. Okay. Um, the excuse, why is my back itching right there? The child was brought back by the bus. But now that I'm thinking about it, it may not have been the child. It could have been a different child. Somebody could have knew that an intelligence agency was about to start going into some type of research or something into whatever this family dynamic or whatever. If these people are numbered or tagged or something for some type of research or something. And I feel like they could have swapped out the child that day, my Kayla. Okay. They could have swapped her out that day. And I asked them, well, where was she or whatever? And they said she was still standing at that bus stop that they left her at, just standing at the corner. And I'm thinking, well, that's like a busy corner. They never told me exactly what corner it was so that I could go look and see if that if that sounds feasible, right? If somebody wouldn't have came up to the child and said, "Hey, are you lost? Why are you standing here after school hours, standing at the bus stop?" Usually, when when children in the morning are waiting for the bus, a lot of children are out there. They could be out there for 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. The bus come pick them up, take them to school. But after school, when the bus drop kids off, they usually disperse immediately. So I don't know what could have happened, because again, they came back. She got back maybe like an hour or two after. So they could have, if there was an underworld king, if my spouse had already been taken when we first moved there and he was an underground king, if a father, a feather, or somebody else, they could have took that original child and left it. This could also, that child also at that time looked a lot. See, we had Bragg in reverse, and Bragg looked a lot like my boyfriend's best friend, Javaris Washington. And he looked a lot like him. And this child, when I look at Javaris's pictures today, that child looked just like Javaris. Now, I have never been attracted to Javaris. I've never slept with Javaris. And so if I really look at the images of my child in the first grade or kindergarten or something like this, okay, at Whittier School, um, then that child looked just like that man. And I've never been intimate with that man. So I don't know why that child would look like that man. Okay. So again, this is not my problem. This is these people's problem. Okay. Yeah. So this could have been some shenanigans that even if I am a royal or I was the next queen, next queen in succession, and they've been covering this up all the time, then this could mean that the in-laws, this could mean that if some of these in-laws stepped out or made double life, meaning they stayed in the Truman Show, but they also were building in the background. That means that these people could have already been working, and they could have slowly removed each child from the house underneath my nose, like they do animals when they want them to take care of somebody else's child. Okay, let's say a camel dies, the mother dies during childbirth. They will get another camel mother that maybe just had a baby, and they will cover up the mouth and the nose and stuff. And then they will trick the mother, and they will put another woman's baby underneath her, and she will automatically start to love and care for that child. So this could be something that that they try to do to somebody that's not an animal race, somebody that's above the animal race, the cornerstone that's been placed high, such and such and such and such. But I may not have been light skinned enough, so they could have took my spouse, which was mixed, or they could have took somebody else, or his sister, or my sister that was light skinned, or something like this, and put them in some type of position of authority. Right. So now we have Wisconsin and you. So we got Wisconsin in the upright, you in the upright, in some kind of case or court case or whatever these people are doing with a court case or something. Hold on 1 second. Whatever these people are doing with a court case is in reverse. Somebody could be trying to sue me. Somebody could be trying to do something with a court case. Somebody could be trying to come at me, I don't know, or somebody else with a court case or something like this. Okay. This could also be if the way that we're bred, okay, or spliced, somebody could be saying this is the Wisconsin version of me. I'm an old world energy too. When they say, am I not an when Jesus or somebody that wanted to be numbered amongst the people said, "Am I not amongst the elders? Am I not written amongst the elders?" And they're like, "What do you mean?" But this just means that somebody is an old world energy, and their DNA is strong, and it is coursing through these lands all the way back to the beginning of time. Okay, I don't even know if we want to put Westworld energy in here, but something like that could be a problem. So they could have found an old version of me, my DNA here in Wisconsin, way back in time, and they're trying to make me be that person instead of me being born in Illinois, the land of Lincoln, right? Allegedly, right? Because I was a baby. I don't know where I was born at. I just know what I was told. Okay, so could be something like this. Like these people were using some type of other not ancient knowledge, but they were using some modern type of knowledge to create some type of, I don't know, narrative. Okay. trying to believe what somebody said, that I'm actually not from America, that I'm from somewhere else, and somebody could have found the older DNA here. Okay. Um, this could also be somebody that want to be only ruling, which would, to Wisconsin, Illinois would be an underworld, depending on who the people are with the DNA markers that we're talking about. So, um, they may don't want me back in Illinois because of corruption or because of something or because of what these people feel like they've built with me being blindfolded or asleep like Aurora or something for 20 years, or Sleeping Beauty or something like this. Okay. Um, so I don't know, but we have this on energy, Sesame Street. Okay. On Sesame Street. Um, how to get to Sesame Street. Mm, So this could be like puppet master energy. Okay. Like I said, this person could have did something bogus or whatever here. Or they could have made it with this person or something like this in order to get the keys to Sesame Street or something like this. Okay. And somebody could be also trying to make a person like a stately person here in Wisconsin. This badger or this defender energy here. um there could have been a masculine energy that was connected to me, maybe just as a guy, maybe as a twin, maybe as something. That person could have been in that position, and now this person could be moving into another position or something like this. I don't know. Okay. But I don't like people like playing with my intel. I got the right to protect my intel. I don't want people sitting there listening to my stuff. If you're not on, these people already supposed to have their marching orders. I don't know. So, you know, I don't need anybody listening to my information and using it how you will. You, if you ain't a part of this, what are you even doing anyway? Okay. So again, I'm getting that wish you were here. So I don't know if these people are moving on up or something like this to another place or something like this. Again, what pisses me off is I feel like these are people that are restricted from this altogether. So the person that could be the judge of that, they're just kicking this person out of something, so that, or trying to kick me out of something because I'm the judge and I could stop those people that feel like they're already somewhere without me, or they're already up without me. They are going to try their best to try to keep me or station me somewhere or something like this. It just ain't possible. You're going to have to move out the way eventually. So again, we got this cookie monster energy here with whoever this woman that was dirtying up these stars. This could have been Aquarius children, star seeds, and then offering them up to people. But again, there could be dirt. Yeah, so there could be dirt on these people. You see all this dirt up here? These could be athletes that are in the reverse, athletes that, I don't know, we got diamonds in the reverse. These could be this diamondback energies, or these could be diamonds, meaning that somebody is not a diamond. Somebody thought they had a diamond, or they thought that these diamonds were more precious than wisdom, or whatever this is. Okay. But there's dirt on this person because of these children that they did something to, or these celebrities, or these stars. They could have also compromised the stars of God. These could be Hollywood or higher, like stars that ain't even really stars. They just would be starship energies or star enterprise. It's like a different thing behind the thing. All right. The man behind the man behind the man. So these are people that would be star quality, but they would have a lot of money. They would be doing very important things when it comes to stars, but they actually didn't have to be a star. They're not a celebrity or a superstar. No, I'm not gonna say, because these could be superstars. Okay. Um, it's something like this. Like they're trying to make somebody like, excuse me, like shovel people through the industry at a time when they're not even wanting to be that, or they're not even that, or they're not looking to be for fame. But you're gonna come put a famous dome over somebody and interrogate the person, see if they have what it takes. Even if they do, somebody gets to choose and say, oh, we don't have to use this person, but they already humiliated you or stripped you or took something from you or whatever this is. And that's just not going to be the case right here. Now, I don't know if this is this Beyonce and Jay-Z energy that's salty because they not getting in, so they could doing something like this to not let me get in or somebody else get in. Or I don't know where these people are going. They could be even stepped out of the scene at this particular time, but this could also be somebody's mama. It's Cookie Monster energy. This could be somebody's mother. But there's dirt. If these are children or young people that somebody was offering up for trafficking or offering up for whatever this is, sescapades or something, there's and these children, or they dirtied up these children or burnt these children or tortured these children to testify in some court case or something like this. Um, these children have dirt on them or something like this. All right. And then we have rubber ducky with no bath or whatever in this house. The house is in the upright, but they could be saying something about somebody dirty. Like I told you last night, if I feel like some energy is hovering over me, I won't rush to like clean myself at night. You get what I'm saying? Or I will not want to even, if I cannot catch my shower, like when it's still dark outside, I will not take a shower because I could feel either they have a camera, a lens in reverse. You see the circle? Either they have a lens in reverse in the house or in a private place or something like this. I could feel it sometimes. Okay. With the back, whatever it is that people are giving, I can feel it. Okay. When they're about to get mad and try to do something childish to humiliate, because I can feel the backlash of it. Say somebody got me in the shower. They got an illegal camera in my bathroom. They got me in the shower today. I'm going to feel a lot of different energies coming towards me, energetic, whatever. I don't know. It's just something that I learned how to do by picking up on this energy. So somebody did have a lens. This house was in the upright. It was not under investigation, but somebody could have did an illegal investigation on my house or your house and put cameras in there. And these cameras were in reverse. They're illegal. Somebody's going to jail for putting these cameras in here. This could be it could be one of your children. It could be a spouse. It could be they got compromised by a street gang on the way to school and to overpower, or somebody got a baby mama with somebody else, and then your daughter ended up being their baby mama, but this bitch thinks she the queen bee in the city because they family been there for a long time and she had a baby first, even though the baby might not even be theirs. Okay, or something like this, but they don't know that they fucking with the Empress. So you can't move the Empress, you can't kick the Empress out or whatever this is or something. Okay, so this is they going off of their mentality of like street level shit or off the grid shit or something like this. But somebody is doing ecclesiastical things. Okay, law abiding. They actually can be the Empress for real. They don't have to jack the whole system to become the Empress. They were born that. You could tell the difference. No matter how bad things get or how poor this person gets, you can tell that there is a certain level of something about that person. They're not just a regular person. They're not just a regular Joe Smo or whatever the fuck this is, okay? So we got this then again, when we talk about this money and corruption and this much money that we're talking about and owning people and captivating people or capsizing relationships and things like this in order so money can end up in some people's pockets. Some people are hip to the game or they done made it far enough in the back end where they know how shit works for real, how the real world works. Something like this, okay? So a detective could be looking into something righteously with this cheesy chef energy here. This could be a situation where a brother went against a brother ended something for another brother. This could be like mothers and this could be the residue of something that happened in the 90s. It could have just recently happened. This shit could have happened centuries ago, whatever this is. But this person is in the reverse. Okay, this could be somebody trying to get rid of somebody because they want to have their spouse or they want to have their person, but at the same time, this don't have to always be for a loving situation. The brother only could have seen this person as a piece of ass. The other person could be very intelligent and went behind the scenes and say, oh, this is an empress, this is a queen. There's other things that I could benefit if I had this person. That person ain't utilizing it. This could be a brother took another brother's wife and took her energy, and went off with her. And so somebody's like, well, okay, I'm gonna do the same thing to your person or something like this. Okay. But I told you, each one don't teach one in this situation. They're being guided by something here. Other forces, artificial intelligence, intelligence from other lands, something like this, okay? So we got, we got telephone energy, right? Communication could be coming in. All right. Um, I don't know, this cheesy chef person. Somebody might have some really big eyes. Okay. um, but we see his feet is white, but I told you it's dirt over here, and then also there's a plop of something here. Okay, this could represent something, food. It could represent semen. It could represent something. All right, and again, this is paired with this lion here. So I don't know, like this could be a royal lion that this person is trying to act like they're not. They're somebody else, and they could be doing something here. Like you could just run up on this royal and just fuck them how you want to, or drug them and do what you want to do with them. And somebody can't do that because of your race, or because of the because your family worked their way up the back ends of how society really fucking works, or something like this. This could also be somebody that feels like they can own women or do what they want to do with women, but you fucking with the Empress, and that's just not going. It's no offense towards the person. It's just I don't plan on nobody regulating anything for me, but running me my fucking money and my idea or with the paperwork I need or whatever this is. You don't even have, motherfucker don't have to do it. You just got to listen to me. What I said, what I said. You're not gonna be fucking with me like that when I find out about it. So there could be some communication coming in here. These could be people also here that don't want me here because they're all about to get in prison. They're all getting in trouble for stealing this money that was attached to the soil or the land or America or the government or something like this. So they're like, oh, another land. You're a queen in another land. No, I said what I said. I am what I am, and I said what I said, and it is what it is. And so somebody is I don't know, somebody is doing something here. I mean, this is, I said, these are people that feel like they are doing something, or they are calling the shots when it comes to the Empress, and you're not. Eventually, all this shit is going to get caught up with these people. So you might well just do what you need to do right now, because I'm not backing down. I will not relent. The Empress is the Christ energy, the one that's supposed to sit and reign forever. Now, y'all done had your time to play this game all throughout this time. This could be centuries they've been playing this game. And it's just the right one. I'm just the right, wrong motherfucker this time. Because you couldn't control your bitches. And so some of these men is like, come on now, listen, look at here. And I'm like, bitch, do you listen to another bitch other than me? Get the fuck out my face. Every knee, or you won't have them. So we got a key, the key kangaroo. There's a king that won't let somebody's trying to make somebody invisible. They could be trying to make me invisible. I just got that song. This could also be a Michael Jackson move. I think he got a song named Invisible, or something around that time could have been very beneficial, where somebody didn't let me out of the box, or let somebody out of the box to fight for something. Somebody could have went, this is giving me like that Snowden energy, the dude that had to go to Russia or go somewhere else to live because he was a whistleblower. But this could be, like I said, maybe not Australia, because the kangaroo is in reverse, but they refused to let somebody that was maybe in Florida, or they was somewhere else in the land, come in and say, hey, Lord, do you see what they doing to you? You can't see what they doing to you? And then somebody say, what? Yeah, there's a court case here going on in Michigan or something that got something to do with you. You should go see. Or you could, you want to come with me, I could take you there, or something like this. Somebody didn't let somebody out to go and let another person fight. So this was like, say this the Holy One of Israel, or Israel, they did not let, or this is me, or this is you. They didn't let somebody fight for themselves. They didn't let somebody go show up at court. They could have paid somebody to pretend like they were you. They could have said you was dead. They could have killed it. I don't know. All right. They could have did something like this. All right. Yeah, they could have did something like this. There could also be another person that is from Wisconsin, but they don't like the one that they had of me, or whoever is using my identity. They want me or you to stay. We choose you. Like somebody could be saying something like this, because they could have thought that they had me, or they had another version of me, or they had something, and they don't want that one. Because they could be finding out what that one was involved with, or something like this. All right. It's called also be finding out about like police, because if you read the term police or policing in etymology, or there could be another definition for this. Actually, somebody could manipulate that to make it seem like people can be police, or this could be something that gave the people the idea to have citizens arrest. Now, I don't know how far they go with citizen arrest in Wisconsin, but unless people are, like I said, trying to protect themselves, or they're calling themselves states or nations or something like this, or they've already cut out partials of land and counties and stuff to have a double life. Your county could have a double life. You get what I'm saying? It's something like that. Now, this could be something that is by migratory, undocumented workers, can also be these off the grid people. There could also be migratory people, could also be people that are from here. Because when you talk about immigrants with the immigrants, and all these different terms, they all kind of mean something slightly different. Okay. So even migrants, or these things, these could be people that are these type of workers. These could be also immortals or something, or people that are already checked out of what we call this Truman Show, or this modern, like this everyday life. They're not even here doing the same job. These people are not going to be working at Burger King. They might be able to pay somebody to let them wear their apron and come and put something in your drink while you, you know what I'm saying? But they're not doing that. They're not working there. Okay. So I feel like there's people trying to like push, like do a crash course of, hey, let's teach you what goes on behind the scenes. So this means that this intelligence is already in me, but it's like I'm not supposed to be doing this right now. You let them girls that you think is sitting over me sit in them positions. Somebody want to say I'm ordinary. I'm not going and researching these things. I'm going to the top, dude. I'm at the top already, and I need to get to the destination, or I need to get to the financial advancements, or whatever this is that they're holding back. That's not for me. I'm not going to be your personal, whatever this is, doing that type of work. You could get Phoenix Marvelous and them bitches that thought that they was gonna stand over me and raise themselves, or these men that thought that they was gonna, or these girls that's acting like men that thought that they was gonna raise themselves above me on the throne of God. That's who you could get to do that. I'm not doing it. And so, I don't know what somebody was thinking, but you know that's for you. You trying to get people investigating this stuff, like, oh, we was doing this type of investigation in the indigenous community years ago. You just want to throw somebody back into a loop. I ain't even stupid enough to fall for that. You get somebody else to do that. Yeah, you get, if they want to keep me in what, because you can't make me stay nowhere. Okay. Now, if you want to keep me, this could be also Wisconsin trying to make me a common law citizen, but I'm not a common law citizen. I'm an actual royal. So, no. This could even be royals that didn't even know. We got people in the political arena that don't even know. They don't even know what technology that's being used on they self to get them to do stupid things and hide it. And you get what I'm saying? You don't even know if you possessed by something. You don't even know if you possessed by something, by that bill you just put out or whatever like this. It's to overwhelm somebody is what it is. It's to overwhelm people so they really can't see what's really going on around them. You got little silly people being in charge because there's other people that don't know that they've been compromised by their wife or their girlfriend or the bitch that they were sleeping with or the dude they were sleeping with or somebody they went to a meeting with in China, and you already been compromised. They didn't already slipped a little chip in your thing, and they controlling you and tearing down our nation from the inside. This shit is so intricate and it's so fucking overwhelming. It's just like, why? I don't want to be a part of those people that scurrying and scatter. My mind is to the top. And I don't, yeah, it's important, but hey, and then you better recognize me for who I am and place me where I'm supposed to be so I can do what I'm supposed to do, or you don't have nothing to say with me because I'm not about to be. It's like 10 million gonna fall from each side. I'm not concerned about it. You best be about whatever this is that you thought you was creating to take over something what God created or something like this. And this could be being unveiled. Yeah, that the tower is not coming to this person. Okay. Where did you go? Quick communication in the garden. The tower is not coming for this person. This is America here. Okay. And then we got some balance. Somebody do not plan on balancing something out because they know who I am. They know what I am, and they're not trying to balance anything out. And so, you just sit here and let all these other nations walk away with my stuff, which means this is America stuff, resources and things like this. Also, my royal people could be from my estate, or like These are people that could have been around me secretly in like a secret kind of alliance throughout my life or something, and somebody knew who these people were even though I did not know who they were, and they've taken them and deported them or something like this. And it costs to do that. It costs to be the boss. After somebody paid whatever they're going to have to pay for whatever this is, they're not even going to have anything. It's going to be an ending for these people. Somebody could be anxiously stressed out because they know that an end is coming. Okay? Because somebody thought this shit was funny for a very long time or something like this. Like, you play stupid games, you win stupid fucking prizes, man. We got win or lose way. 5 of Swords in reverse. Somebody is not going to stop. There's nobody stopping whatever is coming for these people. I'm telling you. We got the Empress in reverse and the Temperance in reverse here, and a conflict in the garden. Somebody could have somebody could know that they're dealing with imposters. And then you have the Sun that is shedding support and ambition and business and success on this situation here. About a hierophant that could have went in the back end a long time ago. This could be a mother, brother, spouse, cousin. For me, it could be this spouse. They're hiding the death of my spouse. So that's like somebody kidnapping my spouse and then teaching him the ways of his old ancient nomadic people, or Nordic people or Viking people or something like this. Or they some new shit that they just came up with to try to be cool behind the scenes. Okay. And this person could have died, and he also had a hold on because I hadn't made it out or hadn't made it to the behind the scenes world. The person could have been holding on to things, trying to communicate to me to get me to look that way, to come towards them. Or they could have been hiding because they could have been out there doing something. In some of these cases, they could have been breeding. In some of these other places, whatever this is, I don't know. But I feel like these people are hiding the death from the Sun. Okay? And they're using other imposters that could be in these gangs to act like they're me or something like this, the Empress and the Temperance. And now it's not, because there's a conflict in the garden because these people ain't nowhere like me or whoever this is. And so Clarity Way is here. And this is the Ace of Swords. This is the truth. So my spouse could have been taken even in Kenosha County, or it could have been even taken in Illinois before we even went into Wisconsin, right? So this is like having a ghost dad, or it's like having a ghost dad. The caring part could have been to have a person with this robot or something, to have something sustainable here next to the person until they found their way. But whatever this is, it was unjust because people didn't have time to somebody was supposed to have real lovers or real people, or it could have been a lot of lovers, a lot of different men helping this person, like the queen and her men or something like this. Her men. I don't know why I said it like that, but that was what's supposed to happen. They was not supposed to have a filler here. I was supposed to be intertwined with a couple of different men, maybe very powerful men, astute men, men on the same level as me, men that come from families, or men that are created like me, that have lots of genetics, that are at least tied to very powerful people, meaning that you're supposed to be able to make something out of yourself at least. Okay? But there would have been splicing or something of these particular genetics that would have made something nice. Okay. Yeah, we got the World card energy and the Hangman. So again, somebody could have put this man in jail or put somebody in a prison or something like this, because they wanted to have access to this World card energy, or they wanted to go international with the World card energy instead. So if this America is the world, the apple of the eye here, they wanted to put somebody in jail so they can ship me all around the world, even if these are my clones, if these are me, if whatever this is. They wanted to be able to do something like that. Okay. And so they put the person in jail. Okay. Now, I'm not going to lie. This could be, somebody, yeah, we got the Sun. Also, this other Sun. This could be a dark sun or somebody that can't see. This person. This person could have been around a lot of people and they could not see. I'm his eyes. Right? At some point in time with my relationship, I know I'm my man's eyes. Like, that's that same bitch that was in a fight. Well, I didn't notice that. Like, this is something like that, right? I'm like a sharp motherfucking shooter. When I love my man or I'm with my man, this nigga ain't gonna have nothing to worry about. I don't impose. I don't do this. I don't do too much. I'm just a perfect woman. I mean, I don't know to have like you know what I'm saying. If the thing is mutual, so in the protector, like of my man. So you know, people could have if they first started initially watching us as a family, they were like, damn, this is going to be hard. They had to be, because I'm her. You know what I'm saying? Like I had somebody in when we were a teenager trying to run up on my man, and I had to check his ass, and I had to fight that nigga, like because that's how I am about my man. Now he could have been an imposter. He might have hated me. He might didn't love me. He might have been, I don't know, but that's just how I am. Okay. I don't know if I would do the same thing for a side nigga or something like this. I don't know about that because that ain't my place to do that. That's just fun and games or something like this. If this was the case, I don't know. Unless we have a deeper alliance, like, you know what I'm saying? If these are my men already, you know what I'm saying? Then they fuck with me like that and I deal with them like that. They wouldn't have nothing to worry about either. So I had to shut my mouth a minute because I was like, oh no, not such and such, not such and such. And then I saw them breaking away and getting confused by other women and letting these bitches come towards me. And I said, oh, I can't fuck with it. I ain't gonna speak up for nobody no more. I talk about some shit in general, but these niggas been changed. I could tell that they was changed. So like even like I said, if it comes to like rapper energies or something, I was like, something changed. And I can't, something like that. Like there was only one masculine energy that had me like that spiritually, but the other ones I like them or something like this. But I'm like, oh, I see they probably don't fuck with me like that, or these people that could have did something good for me in the past, but now they just watching me to make sure I don't know what they doing, or as God, like seeing that they have created these other children with these bitches I don't like, or it could have been somebody did something bad to me and they trying to see if in the past, you get what I'm saying, or they about to stun on me or something like this. It had to be either ways, okay? Or some of these masculines were just connected really heavily with my masculine at the time, and when I would get visions or see him with these people, I could feel their energy too around. So I knew it was kind of like legit and it was real time. But after that stop, I don't try to grab on the shit. That's over. Okay, cool. Cut it off. And I think some of these girls be like, "Oh, the divine masculine. I wish you was here," but I don't do no shit like that because you never know. Motherfucker could know. Hey, I'm changing. You know what I'm saying? I'm turning into this or whatever like this. It's a reason. Okay, and if you meet back up with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when one of these masters is like, "Don't forget me." Like somebody like, no, it's coming back. Like something coming back in the future. Just chill. Don't say nothing. Don't forget. All right. But I feel like this is somebody that was kind of choppy too. And I feel like when this person start changing, I can notice that they was about to say, all right, step aside. It's my turn. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. You was changed. I could tell the ones that been changed by somebody and the ones that change up on their own. Right. Or this is somebody that has some dealings or knowing about something that could have been causing you these blockages. They knew that you got hit in the head with them girls and angels help, like when angels help Jesus in the Bible, but they didn't say nothing. When somebody's like, damn, is this girl stupid or something? Why I can't communicate? I'm just about to leave her behind. They knew that it was just one vital thing. They knew that this other bitch had taken this third eye, or they knew that this other bitch had did something to this person. And it was just one quick fix, but they didn't say nothing. All right. So this is just how it is. We're not naming no name. It's just the facts here. Hold on one second, y'all. So, like, I'm not gonna take any position on this earth less than anybody because I see how these niggas move. Period. It's period. I'm just not. And they keep on trying to say, okay, open up the thing and let her talk or whatever. And then, oh no, shut up. Put it back off. Put it back off. Put it back off. And it's like, no, I refuse, nigga. You ain't got nothing to really worry about unless you won't steal. That's why I was saying if people going back on my channel, they going back earlier and then they're taking into account what I said back then. Some of these people was cleansed. So you better, that's why I'm saying nobody should have been taking, unless this my nigga that was like these people was connected to me all the listen. You had to be me. You would have to be me to know how to handle this. So if somebody trying to go back on my page and do something now, you might get in trouble now because that person could have asked God for forgiveness and said, I ain't never doing that shit again to that person or something like this. And they ain't never did nothing again. And they straight. That's why I said my shit, this whole thing was in live real time. And then there's some people like, hey, I heard what happened back then. I heard what you said back then, and I seen something now, and I'm an avenging angel. I took care of that shit. That's different. That's different. You get what I'm saying? They know what the fuck they doing. That's not, because if everything was chopped right once soon when I said it right then, everything would be straight. But if you got to go 5 years later and try to do and chop that shit, you might not, something might be different. I'm just saying, that's just how I'm looking at it. So some people wash themselves of that. Some people put some shit back. Somebody, I don't know. Okay. And I can't look at every single thing like that. I just cannot. So, yeah. Um, let's see. We keep on having this high priestess coming out. Somebody is saying a high priestess is innocent here. Okay, to make something joyous in a garden. But I feel like this person got dirt on them. Like, yeah, this is false. A high priestess or a female, somebody's trying to protect. They didn't have no money. This could be a woman that's going against me. This could be one of these, pesky neighbor women. It could be something like this. A detective already knows, though, that the money did not come from this person or their relationship with this person. This is like, I was married to somebody 30 years ago. That person was taken by a gang or taken by Islam or taken into the jihad or taken some kind of way or taken by the government in a secret program. While they was there, they could have been brainwashed or they could have so-called got married with another person. Who knows? But that other person is trying to go to court and get everything that belongs to that person. But it's like, nah. And you even off the grid, nigga, this go back to the person that they originally was in a marriage. All the family was there. They all saw it. Including this witness was there because it was their marriage or their wedding, even if it was a fake or illegitimate marriage. There's paperwork on it. Do you understand? There's documentation of it. So somebody could have like swooped into your timeline, took the nigga out the timeline, took him into like place where they could have money, right? Because this is about status or this is about selling your soul before you can even be rich. That's not what the Empress is going to be doing. Okay? The Empress act wealthy. You just, okay, even if she ain't got nothing, even if she's bumming it, or even if she's bummy and dusty right now, you could tell by her demeanor that just ain't how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? This a bitch that all the time everybody be like, girl, we just going to get something quick to eat. I'm kind of broke this week or whatever. I got to pay my light bill, but let's go out and get the drinks and the food or something. And then, they like, bitch, you about to get that steak and lobster? And it's like, yeah, and they like, girl, I'm just about to get some chicken tenders and shit like this or something like this. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't say nothing about your fucking chicken tenders, bitch. I'm getting the steak and this, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people might say, like I'm saying, I'm eating regular shit at home, macaroni and cheese, when I was raising my children, you know, stuff like this. I didn't come out to eat away from the home to just eat what the fuck we eat at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. So, I don't know. Just like for me, even, like, travel is my thing. It makes me happiest. So, it's like, it's a difference when people will see me like at home or something. I don't get up, get dressed and everything like this. But when I'm on vacation, it's all about me. You know what I'm saying? And I get up, I like my suitcase open. I get my makeup up. I like to put the music on. I don't want to hear nobody saying, mama, mama, da, 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 da. Can you make me some? Can you do something for me first? All that shit, girl. Oh, I used couldn't stand when I be sleeping on the couch. And here they come. I want some juice. Or I want this. I want, oh, you know how it is when you have children. But it's when I go on vacation, it's just like, it's all about me. I'm about to take my time, do my makeup. I'm about to do like this, go out here. You know what I'm saying? That's just was my thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we got the Emperor here. So again, we got it's the black white Emperor here. That's you. Okay. The moon energy. This is what's being revealed here about somebody. Well, about you or me here. All right. And then we have, again, it's confirmation that this high priestess is dark. And this high priestess is in the reverse. They can't see nothing. This could be the Shanita energy. Somebody don't have no eye. They had to be bound to me, bound to somebody to see some, to have this eye. And this is why somebody is so keen on having you or me under their spell or something. This could be somebody that was cheating with your spouse. This could be something like this, or show it and then show this person a game. You know how it be on those movies when people do heists and shit like this. You know, the sex is good, the fun is good, the travel was good, the clothes is good, everything is good. You know what I'm saying? And so somebody could lose their fucking mind in an instance like that, I'm guessing. I can't blame you, but then I can. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to come for me, I can blame you then. You know what I'm saying? I'm not blaming you because you was out there doing your thing. I didn't know about your thing. It ain't until your thing came knocking on my door and got something to do with my thing that then we got to talk about that. That's not your thing. That's my thing. Not the dirty shit that you was doing over here, but my thing is this. Okay? So this could be a situation that somebody could be in. And again, this could be energy, passion, desire, and garden. This is usually about a bloodline. Ace of Wands. You might not be passionate about these family members or whatever this is, or your whole existence right now, because, you know, some people that's not of your bloodline or you not of their bloodline, they trying to have some authority that they don't have over a situation here. All right. This could be a person here, this high priestess. It could be two of them. And they don't have the authority over something. So you could be supposed to report to a high position here. Like I'm supposed to report to a high position, but Wisconsin ain't letting that shit happen. They could also be scared that they're trying to act like we good, we cleaned it up or something like this. I don't know. This is a strange situation here. Okay. This is strange. Or I don't know if these people are trying to give the person that they want the throne, because Jesus was supposed to be able to go around, or Christ, whoever it was, and then figure out where they want to place their throne. But it's almost like people like, nah, you about to put it right here. Okay. You about to put it right here. Okay. Even the bus stop energy here. This could have been, maybe it's not you, but somebody that was playing me could be the person that came and got this child from the bus stop. I don't know. Somebody could have been trying to play as if this could also be somebody that was a lover of somebody here. Here you go. What? Did you call? Who is this? What are you doing? Brick Mutt. What? Hell? What the hell is you doing? What? What's going on? What are you doing? Why are you even here? Why? Maya, hold on. Wait. What's going on? You said you wanted. I told you y'all got to get the fence. You said you wanted to see him. Yeah, but okay, was that you was calling me? Why did you ignore me? Because I just didn't know who it was. There's people calling me from all over the country. Me too. Your Empress. With this, they don't even say nothing when I pick up the phone, so I just ain't been picking it up. All right, y'all, hold on one second.